Tonight, it's Noche en Avia, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, Joel Embiid and the Sixers have been through a lot in the last 5 years.
Thank you, David. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for him.
And he's been very active with his hands. How about the steal numbers this month? He's been really hounding on the defensive side.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the 2. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Anthony Davis is out there with Howard. And it's the kid in at the point guard position.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, Jay. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
Here's the kid. Floats it up for Davis. Poke loose. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I love the energy Howard plays with. It feels like no one can contain him on the way up.
Now here's Simmons, guarded closely. And here's Harris from the arc. And no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. LeBron James on the wing. Pass to the kid. The 3. And Embiid pulls it down. Now the 76ers with it. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Simmons slams it in.
That's all you have to do. Throw it in Simmons' general direction. He'll take care of the rest.
Here's Rojo, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Here's Horford, following the bucket by the Lakers. Embiid kicks to Simmons. He's looking for Horford and finds him. Here's Embiid. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Such muscle on the glass. I like watching Embiid get into position and use his strength to his advantage. I'm not really sure I've ever seen a center who could play bully ball in the paint, and step out and hit the 3, then give you the handles in the mix like Joel Embiid. I mean, him and Boogie Cousins are really the only two that come to mind.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And even though Embiid has that deep range, he prefers to throw his weight around inside.
And he should, Kevin. And at times, the lack of spacing has forced him to step outside. I mean, he's as gifted as you can get on that block. I mean, you got to get him the ball down there with space to work.
Now here's Green. Rojo. No good on the 3. And here is Simmons. Here's Thibault. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Look, I love how Simmons makes his teammates better. He's consistent and looking to get them going.
Here's the kid, guarded by Horford. The shot's good from the kid. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The pass to Embiid. Here's Thibault. Back to Embiid. Pass to Harris. Shot clock at 5. Over James. Off the left rim and out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Another year of record-breaking offense. Why is it, Chris, that great offense so often beats great defense?
because defense is not about stopping you. It's about making you take the option that the defense wants. And so if we make a guy that doesn't shoot jumpers very well, if we stop all the penetration and make him shoot a jumper and he knocks it down, you just got to shake his hand. Sometimes it's great D, better offense. And we know this is a scoring league. And, you know, you can play the best defense in the world and have your hand up and, matter of fact, smack him in the face. But Curry, Harden, LeBron, they're still going to knock that shot down.
Smack him in the face, you say.
Oh, I've tried that. I've done that before, and it doesn't work with the greats.
No.
Just tap them on the forehead while they're shooting a jump shot and look the other way. They'll still knock it down.
Here's Thibault. Kicks it to Harris. Pass to Horford. Philadelphia needs to get a shot on, and slam dunk by Harris.
I mean, he does things that other bigs simply can't. Horford, a phenomenal passer for his position.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Ben Simmons. The Lakers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And the first one at the line is good.
And with Embiid and Ben Simmons both at their best in the paint, maybe not the ideal fit if you're the Sixers and you had to trade one of them. Which is it?
Oh, man, that's so tough. They're both great players, GA, but Embiid, his health remains a question mark. And Simmons, you know, imagine if you have a team of shooters built around him like Giannis in Milwaukee. That's a tough question.
Now, here's LeBron coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans.
And the level of concentration. Look, James is locked in, firing from this area.
Embiid, the pass to Harris. Back to Embiid. And it's sent back by Howard. They recover it. And the wide open shot from Rose. Off target from outside. Los Angeles leading by 3. Floats it up for James. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Thibault, the pass to Embiid, and it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense, where he makes his living blocking shots.
Here's Rojo. No good that time. Good work defensively by Horford. And it's Rose with the ball for the 76ers. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these 2 teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection has been a little bit dubious. Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
The 76ers trail by 3. Pass to Harris. Back to Rose. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Great D that time from Howard.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Thibault. Another miss by Philadelphia.
If you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time.
Yes, that goes in. Davis has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Davis against Rose. Horford. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him average Al.
nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
And there it is for him. That's 10 points for the kid.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Rose kicks to Horford. Back to Rose. Out to Harris for the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Harris has got 5 points so far.
He's improving from distance. Now, that's one of the things Harris has worked on, and the work has paid off.
Here's Rojo. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. The 76ers trail by 5. It's deflected. It's stolen by Green. Lobbed up there for Howard. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
This is the chemistry Howard has with his guys. Fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oop.
Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Horford finds Rose. A floater. It's deflected. James, the pass to Howard. Here's Rojo. He feeds it to Davis. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Horford. Harris against LeBron. The pass to Milton. Five to shoot. One shot on the way, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Lakers with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Danny Green. Burks, he's checked in for the 76ers. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Trying to get open is Davis. And the rejection by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 9. Harris outside. Back to Rose. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Philadelphia shooting 33% here in the first quarter. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
And when the bench steps up, it takes pressure off the starters. And they stepped up big in that game.
And the Lakers with some changes. Morris is checked in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Completely new group for Los Angeles. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year you're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and to see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids would play together, and we could win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league going to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Horford dishes to Simmons. He kicks to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Here's Thibault. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And the Lakers making a change here. Green's checked in. Here's Embiid. He picked up 24 points in their last one against the Clippers.
And how about his defense? 4 blocks on the night. They couldn't keep him down.
A quick look now at some big men that have been rock solid over the past 10 games. The top shooting centers and power forwards in the NBA. Anthony Davis, number 1. The 4th spot held by Dwight Howard.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
Yeah, Greg, this is a dependable group of low post scorers. They have incredible touch from close range.
That's good from the kid.
A championship standard in LA with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, Jay, you've been there with me. I mean, we both looked up in the Raptors and seen those 16 championship standards up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
Here's Thibault. They get it back. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on LeBron James.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
For Philadelphia, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And the first one drops.
And last season, the Sixers unveiling a Dr. J statue on their Legends Walk outside the team training facility.
Oh, yeah, his second statue in Philly. I mean, the other one is down by the stadium. At that Legend Walk, you know who he joins? Wilt Chamberlain, Mo Cheeks, Bobby Jones, Billy Cunningham, Al Greer. That's a good company to be in. Some great history for the Sixers.
And for the Sixers, the health of their draft picks has been a story. Zaire Smith, Markelle Fultz, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, all missing significant time with injury.
Health continues to be a key for them, GA. Embiid in particular, he's missed some games last year, missed some back-to-backs, and he's 7'2". You just hope his knees could withstand the grind. They got to keep him going to reach their goal.
The 76ers trail by 17. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Thibault. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. First in blocks, second in field goal percentage. And how about his top 10 ranking in free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
He has been a human highlight reel all season long. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now, and he has the numbers to back it up. And he sinks the second. Here's the kid. 37 points in the win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And it was a huge night for him at the other end as well. How about the steals? And he was just a big headache the entire game. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside Rose. Step back shot. And off the glass. That one's good.
And Rose always looking for his offense, and why not? He can put up points in a hurry.
The kid passes to Howard. Here's James, guarded by Embiid. Back Back to LeBron. Here's the lob to the hoop. Embiid with the steal. Simmons looking around. Lays it up and banks it in. Simmons got his second basket.
I mean, at almost 7 feet tall, Simmons is hard to contain. The defense has to push him farther away.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Stolen away. One-on-one fast break. Here's Rojo. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Rose with the ball. Now guarded by the kid. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Got a piece of it. And the Lakers have possession. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Rose with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
True on the 14-footer. Rose has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's exactly how you want to utilize Rose at the point guard position. Run him off screens all night long.
And it's sent back by Horford. Rose against Howard. Rose passes to Horford. All sorts of time. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Floats it up for Davis. In the corner, it's James. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
And that one's good. Thibault.
And we talk about ball distribution. Simmons is a terrific floor general, as he proves once again.
Howard in the post. Embiid's there. Pass to LeBron. Now Green. Davis, the pass to the kid. And the Lakers with another miss. The 76ers trail by 14. Outside, Simmons. Inside. Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game.
He's near automatic from this range. Embiid, he's just an overpowering presence. He can shoulder an offense.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
In-game adjustments are critical. They did an awesome job taking what the defense gave them.
And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, the kid.
While most players can dominate with their scoring ability, he has done it with his passing. No doubt that he is the catalyst for this team on offense. And when players are cutting or moving to open space, he has found it.
Dishes to Davis. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Rose. Chris, when it comes to playing alongside another big guy, I'm sure you have to think of ways to complement each other. Not just him, but it's got to be a two-way street.
Yeah, but it starts with chemistry. It starts with friendship. It starts with wanting to win. And I played with 2 big guys that come to mind that made me better. Juwan Howard there in Washington, just looking at him, throwing a oop. I would miss 2-3 shots in a row, and we'd look, and he'd say, I'll get you an easy one, big fella. And I would do the same thing to him. We're playing with a guy like Blotty that would say, hey, wait a minute. Bibby or Peja didn't get a shot. Set a screen for them, and he would pass it to them. And then the next play say, now it's your turn. You're open, because they're going to go over there to those guys. We already tricked the defense ahead. So guys that are smart, guys that can pass, and also guys that'll say, hey, man, you look a little tired. Let's switch. I'll check Shaq this play. Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Passes it to Embiid. Now Rose. A good portion of their scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skill to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Here's Thibault. He has 7. And it's sent back by Howard. Count the basket. Rose has got 6 points.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him.
Lobbed up there for Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
And Philadelphia has possession. They trail by 16. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Here's Thibault, guarded by Green. Thibault, the pass to Rose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fades. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
The 76ers trail by 18. Knocked loose. Rose passes to Embiid. Back to Rose. Back to Embiid. Shoots. Rebounded by the Lakers. Howard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And another basket for the Lakers.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Timeout called the 76ers. And even though Chris Dwight Howard won't be logging the 35-plus minutes he once did, he is still a factor when he's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. You better pay attention to Dwight. He can still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts where you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. 8 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Burks. Off target on the 15-footer. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Brett Brown. Now, Coach, it seemed like you guys came out a little flat. How do you...
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from the kid in this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steal.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. A great job defensively so far.
And so in the game for the 76ers, big forward pair. Harris the 3 and Horford the 4. Then it's Simmons. And there's Embiid. And it's Thibault in at the 2-guard spot.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backcourt. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
The NBA fans sometimes called the sixth man. Chris, talk about what a difference a raucous crowd, a home crowd, can make for a team and a player.
Well, I could talk about that from my experience, but let's talk about from my experience first. Sacramento, we had a lady called Sign Lady. Now, of course, she had a real name, but she says, just call me Sign Lady. She would make the most beautiful signs. Bloody, we believe in you. Pager, every shot is good. She make them creatively. They be bright, they be big, and we looked for her for encouragement. The cowbells, how loud everyone there was. Some first-time gamers saying, this is my first game coming to watch. Go win, Chris, or people that's been like, I've never missed a game. You want to do it for the fans, how loud they are, how they get on the teams, how they get on the refs. You got to love it. And then for the rest of the league, oh, my God. Last year in the playoffs, going to the Milwaukee Bucks, their home arena, that new arena they have there. Oh, crazy. You want to talk about crazy fans? Go out to Toronto and hang outside with 10,000 crazy fans in the rain while they're singing and shouting and having fun over there in Jurassic Park. And we all know about the great fans that Golden State had all their years in Oracle, some of the most loyal fans ever. The sixth man, the fans being the sixth man, that is not a cliche, that is not made up for PR purposes. That's true and real, and some of the best players will tell you how those fans have taken them over the top, giving them energy to win today.
A lot of energy.
Yes.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom. Clearly a foul.
You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Korkmaz is checked in. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Pass to Embiid. Here's Thibault. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Dwight Howard. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. Los Angeles leading by 23. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Howard's got 8 points.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
They get a hand on it. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Embiid, the pass to Harris. Back to Embiid, and the shot goes down.
Superb focus from the big man. Embiid, I mean, you really have to whack him to prevent the bucket. Well, you look at Tobias Harris. I mean, it's remarkable the way he's improved. His confidence from three-point range, a huge part of it.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Well, you look at Harris's long-range shooting. Nothing special, Chris, through the first 6 years of his career. But then he turned it around.
Well, Kevin, we know he had laser eye surgery in the summer of 2017. And after that, his shooting improved dramatically. Man, I got to go get surgery now. Anyway, maybe he should be a spokesperson based on how well it worked out for him.
4 on the shot clock. And he makes that one. 8 points for LeBron.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
And the pass to Harris. Here's Thibault. James covering. Harris looking it over. It's stolen by Green. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
And he capped that one off with a little something extra, switching hands on the dunk.
He knows how to get some hang time there. Great play. Thibault, the pass to Horford. Here's Thibault, guarded by Green. Pass to Harris. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Los Angeles.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And now a glance at the 2K leaderboard with a list of the NBA's top assist men over the past 10 games. And you look at the kid, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
That free throw good from the kid. Both free throws good from the kid. And it's the 76ers with the ball. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Thibault, guarded by Green. Here's Harris, and it's sent back by Howard. And he gets it back. Harris's shot is good. Lakers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Rojo. It's hauled in by Harris. 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Here's Thibault. Off target from three-point range. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Korkmaz. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Passes it to Harris. Back to Korkmaz. Just 5 to shoot. The three-pointer, no good. Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. It's stolen by Harris. Pulls up. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 14-6 run. And it's slammed in by Howard. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Well, at this stage of his career, Howard knows what shots to take. I mean, he's a smart offensive player.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's Davis with the ball for Los Angeles.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Philadelphia's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Korkmaz, the three-pointer off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Left side, Harris. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Harris has got 4 this quarter.
Stopping on a dime. Harris knocks it down. The pull-up. Another shot is arsenal.
Here's Rojo. Trying to get open is Davis. No good from the kid. Philadelphia shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. To the wing on the left. Korkmaz passes to Embiid. He dishes it to Harris. Clock at 6. And it's sent back by Howard. Floats it up for James. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 10 points.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Horford the pass to Thibault from the arc, and the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And Los Angeles will go for a different look. Changes here. See, Webb, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching from the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
You've got the kid, Murray, out there with Morris. Then there's Dion Waiters, and it's Howard in at the 5 down low. That's the Laker 5. Morris finds Murray. No good with the elbow jumper. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Scott. Back to Robinson. Quinn in the post. He started by Howard, and it's sent back by Howard. Here's Rojo. It's good. The kid's got 39.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Neto, the pass to Scott. Back to Neto. Over to the left wing. Here's Korkmaz. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three. Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Neto kicks to O'Quinn. It's not going to go for him. For Los Angeles, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. The 76ers shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Robinson against Murray. Robinson down low. Bucket is good.
Just not enough space for him to get to the rim. I mean, and the finish is flawless.
Here's the kid. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream. But there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game. When I got a chance to play home in Detroit, it was one of the best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years of my career? I don't know. That's 30 tickets a game. Oh, I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for those tickets. But I tell you what, it's fun. And for me, a mama's boy, eating your mama's cooking before a game, it is never, ever. I've never had a better feeling before a game. Eating her food, then being able to go out and play.
I bet. Scott can't get it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
If they close this win out, I know who my MVP is. His offensive performance tonight has been unreal.
And so here is Philadelphia. Here's Neto. And the kid picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's Scott. 3 from the inbound. Rebound by Murray. Here's Rojo. And O'Quinn sends it back. To the paint. It's tipped. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
Stripped away. Shots good by Waiters. Waiters got 8 here in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. There's the pass to Robinson. Chris, I read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with Akeem, then we go to Mutombo, Embiid, he's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka help find Siakam? Oh, goodness. Yes. There's some talent out there, baby. And yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball African League. Africa, stand up, baby.
Philadelphia's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Pass to Korkmaz. Here's Neto. To stop the drought, here's Scott. Connects from 3-point range. Scott's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Here's Korkmaz. He's guarded by Waiters. Here's Robinson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Popped up there for Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Here's Neto. To the inside, Korkmaz. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Here's the kid. From outside the arc, Korkmaz grabs the miss. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Neto, the pass to Korkmaz. In the corner, it's Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Good work defensively by Morris.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
And here's the fast break. 17-foot shot on the way. Robinson misses.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
And Howard can still wreck the rim when he gets here, too.
The 76ers shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Here's Korkmaz. He's covered by Murray. Korkmaz kicks to Scott. Good on the triple.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
LA has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And stolen by Scott. And now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up, nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
And the kid picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And the Lakers with some changes. Davis comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Alex Caruso in for Waiters. The 76ers also with a sub. Alec Burks checked in for Korkmaz. Back to Neto. Here's Scott. The 76ers with another miss. Los Angeles has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Neto, the pass to Scott. Back to Neto. Another steal. Here's Rojo, and here's a nice one-handed slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Passes it to Burks. 1:33 left here in the 4th quarter. Shot clock at 6. Tries from 16. O'Quinn. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. O'Quinn's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. It's so many better and different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, that's your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have through some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
Off the inbound pass.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the kid.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Neto. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.